My name is Sabah Al-Dhaher. I'm originally from Iraq, and I have been living here in Washington, in Seattle particularly, for the last 17 years. I use the human form as a vehicle for me to express my feeling and my desire and my aspiration. The collection actually in this show, it's a small collection that came from this series and the series called Labyrinth to Joy. And it's a work that it's probably within the last 4 to 5 years that trying to reach into that joy. It's more evident in my newer work than my oldest work.
My work starts out very focused because I've got a technique I want to use, and then I think one of the things that make good art is information, really. And so in order to get the viewer to stop and look at it, the art has to say something. How do you take a bipod feature and morph that into a monopod and still keep, the balance and rhythm and symmetry, and that's really what drove that series to become more abstracted.
My name is Paul Metivier, and I've been doing ceramics or working with clay since late 80s, basically. I'm primarily influenced by history and archaeology and nature. The work itself, in terms of why it looks like wood, it's from looking at things like driftwood and seeing the beauty in the piece, in a piece of wood that's just on the beach. I want people to look at these objects and understand that they've been somewhere, that I've implied a process of erosion and wear and tear in the surface to imply a story. I want the viewer essentially to complete that story.
The whole concept was pillars of society, because the water vessel is a symbol of a civilization, and I wanted at that time I was really concerned with how these dictatorships and monarchies were falling apart across the world. And so the intent was to take a classical water jar and show it breaking up under pressure.
There's something engaging about clay where I think even to a young child, to somebody who's been working with clay for 25 years, there's a very playful sensibility to the material itself that makes it continually engaging.
This process of carving is actually called direct carving, which means you go at it without any sketch. And the more I work with stone, I just got to understand how different stone, react to the chisels differently. So I still make mistakes, but I learn from them, and I'm making less and less mistakes. But it is a very challenging medium, and that's why I love it.